Whoa, Shadow, is that you? You look completely different. You okay? What happened to you? Ow! What, dude? What did I do to you? Come on, man, stop! Ow! What's up, everybody? I am Luke from the Master Sword Valley with another Minecraft mod showcase, and today I am finally doing the Better End mod. Now, this is a mod showcase that I've been wanting to do for a while, and some people have actually requested that I do this mod. It's just that, I'll say this up front, this mod is massive, and it took me a really long time to actually figure out how to get things like set up and whatnot. So it took a while, but I finally managed to do it and get this mod set up, basically. So yes, this is the Better End mod. Basically what it does is it adds in a bunch of new biomes into the end, along with 2 new ores, a couple new unique crafting recipes, and a couple other things. So first I'm going to show you the crafting recipes, and then we're going to show off some new blocks that are in this mod, and then we're going to head to the end and show off the biomes, and then we're going to show out the new mobs that are in this mod, because there's actually 6. So yeah, let's get this started finally. In the morning though. So like I said, in this mod, there are 2 new ores that are added in this mod, and they're actually very important in a lot of crafting recipes. This one right here being the ender ore, and this one right here being amber ore. And of course you can locate these things in the end, of course. Alright, so I grabbed a pickaxe to show you what happens when you actually mine them. So when you find these and you mine them, the end ore will give you what's called an ender shard. And this is actually really important for some things. And when you mine the amber ore, you will get a raw amber, which you can convert into, see that up there? That's what's called an amber gem, and I can show you how to do that in a second. But I'm sure you guys can guess. It's just 4 raw amber in a crafting table, and you'll get an amber gem. So yeah, those are new ores that are added into this mod. Now, also added into this mod are 9 new woods that are added. Now, these are just for like decoration purposes. If you want to make your house look all spiffy instead of just normal like brown or orange wood that's normally in Minecraft, you can make all these, and you can make all this kind of stuff from it. There is umbrella tree, which of course you can make planks. There's jelly shroom. You can make bookshelves out of it, of course. You can stop the weather from happening. No, this wood does not do that. There is helix tree, which you can make barrels and signs with, of course. You can make this other stuff out of all this wood. There's Tenea, there's chests and ladders, there's dragon tree, which sounds awesome. You can make composters and crafting tables. There is Pythadendron. I never actually practiced saying these names. You can make doors and trapdoors. There's end lotus, buttons, and pressure plates right here. There's Laku Grove, which you make gates and fences out of, and Mossy Glow Shroom, which you can make slabs and stairs out of. So yeah, these are all the new woods that are added in this mod, as well as there are some new stones that are added in this mod. I don't know what this button is doing right there. But basically, this one right here is called Flavolate, which this one is actually really important for something else. You can make polished of that stone. You can make bricks, pillars, stairs. Pardon me. This is called Violasite, which you can make buttons, pressure plates, walls, slabs out of that. And then this is sulfuric rock, which you can also make the bricks out of. But you can take those bricks and make brick stairs, brick slabs, brick walls out of them. And yeah, that's all the stuff you can make out of the new rocks that are added into this mod. So yeah, rocks and woods. Yay. Now that I've shown you all the new blocks that are added into this mod, let's move on to the crafting recipe. So the first thing we have right here is actually going to be really, really important if you like still don't understand this mod. It is called the End for Dummies, basically. To make that is going to be an ender dust, a book, and a crystal shards, and you get the End for Dummies. Now you guys are probably wondering, Luke, where do I get the ender dust? And the crystal shards. Well, the ender dust, as you can see, we'll get to that in a second, but the crystal shards are located within, I believe, what's called the Crystal Mountains, which definitely makes sense, which is a biome within the end. So a lot of this stuff you're going to need to travel to the end in order to like make all this stuff. But yeah, End for Dummies. All right, the next thing we have right here is the Teardrop Smith Hammer. Now, this is not the only type of smith hammer you can make. There's others as well. But to make that is going to be 4 teardrops and 2 sticks, and you'll get the Teardrop Smith Hammer. Now, if I just look up hammer here, you can see that there are actually a lot of them. There's iron, gold, teardrop, netherite, and 2 others, and I'll show you how to make those. It is called Terminate and Aeternium. I hope I'm saying that right. I imagine that I am. Oh yeah, hammers. Now you take that hammer and you can make this ender dust stuff that you need for the end for dummies, as well as a couple other things. To make that, you're going to put you can get it one of two ways. It has to be through an anvil. You can take that ender shard that you mine from the ender ore, and with any kind of hammer, you put it in an anvil and you will get the ender dust. However, you can also do it with an ender pearl, but you need to use specifically either an Aeternium smith hammer or a netherite smith hammer to get the ender dust that way. It cannot be any of the other hammers, unfortunately. So yeah, dust stuff. And the next thing we have right here is also super important. It is called the endstone smelter. To make that is going to be 6 endstone bricks and 2 empty buckets, and you will get the endstone smelter. Now, to use the endstone smelter, it's very similar to using just a normal furnace. However, there's only a specific few things you can do with it, and that's what's in here. So this is the terminate ingot, the thing I was mentioning about how you can get terminate like earlier, and this is how. You take an iron ingot and a ender dust and put that into the endstone smelter along with a fuel of your choice. Believe it or not, blaze rods can be used for this, and you will get the terminate ingot. And then this right here is the Aeternium ingot, and to make that, you get that terminate ingot as well as a netherite ingot thrown into a end smelter with any sort of fuel source, and you will get the Aeternium ingot. So yeah, that's how you get these new 2 ingots. On top of that, you can also take ancient debris, gold, and iron ore and make 3 of the respective element out of the endstone smelter. You put 2 in your fuel source and you will get 3 in return. So it really comes in handy when you're trying to find netherite and make netherite armor or ingots or tools or even like other things that are in this mod kind of. But yeah, smelter stuff. And it's raining again. So now that we have the terminate ingot and the Aeternium ingot, you're probably wondering, what can you make out of those? Well, you can make a ton of stuff. You can make normal tools and armor out of it. However, it is rather complicated. So for the terminate set of armor, it's just the basic crafting recipes for them. You know, the hoe, axe, sword, shovel, pickaxe, armor, and the hammer is the same crafting recipe that I obviously showed you, but you replace the teardrop with terminate. Now, the Aeternium stuff is a little bit more complicated. Let's start off with the armor. So to make the Aeternium armor, it's similar to making netherite armor. In a smithing table, you take the terminate armor, give it an Aeternium ingot, and you will proceed to get the Aeternium armor right here. So yeah, a little complicated that way. Now for the tools, they're even more complicated. You want to take a Aeternium ingot with a netherite hammer. I believe you can also use the Aeternium hammer, but you need this to start off with. And you put that in an anvil, and then you can choose what tool head you would like to make. You get these 6 options right here. But no, you don't just combine them in a normal crafting table. You have to take them to a smithing table in order to bring them together. So you take the tool head that you want along with a leather wrapped stick, and I'll talk about this in a second, and you will get the respective tool. However, it's not quite that simple. Okay, well, normal tools, as you can see, are that simple. However, the one that isn't is the sword. First, you'll need the Aeternium sword handle, which is just a terminate ingot with a leather wrapped stick in a smithing table, and you'll get the sword handle. And then you take that with the sword blade, and you can get the Aeternium sword, which is a little bit stronger than a teardrop sword. So yeah, armor stuff. It's very complicated. I try my best to organize the chest how I remembered, basically, and how easy it could be. Now we move on to kind of the miscellaneous stuff in this mod. First thing we have right here is a leather stripe, or 3 of them actually. And to make that, it's pretty simple. You just put a piece of leather into a crafting table and you'll get 3 leather stripes. And then you can take 1 leather stripe along with a stick and make, you guessed it, the leather wrap stick used to make the Aeternium tools and whatnot. Now the next thing we have right here is the andesite lantern. Now, it is specifically andesite, but there are some others that you can make as well. I happen to write them down right here. Now to make that is going to be 2 andesite slabs or any other slabs that I mentioned, as well as a crystal shards, and you will get the andesite lantern. But it's not just andesite that you can make. You can make purpur, diorite, granite, blackstone, and endstone lanterns as well. Now the other thing we have right here is a quartz pedestal. This is really important, and you can also make other kinds of pedestals as well. To make that, you're going to need 2 quartz slabs along with a quartz pillar, and you will get the quartz pedestal. And you can also make purpur, andesite, diorite, granite, and flavolite, violecite, and sulfuric rock pedestals as well. However, for andesite, diorite, and granite, you're going to need the polished rock instead of a pillar of that rock, basically. So yeah, pedestals, lanterns, so many to choose from. And now we move on to the last bit of crafting recipe stuff. First thing we have right here is the infusion pedestal. This thing is very, very complicated. Pardon me, I just burped there. To make that is 2 ender pearls, 1 eye of ender, and 2 obsidian, and you will get the infusion pedestal. Now the next thing we have right here is actually really, really cool in this mod. It is the respawn obelisk. I have a feeling it's similar to that other kind of respawning obelisk that's in like the newest update. To make that, you're going to need 4 aurora crystal blocks, 2 eternal crystals, and 3 amber blocks. Now, I'm sure you can imagine that the aurora crystals just come from putting 9 crystal shards into a crafting table, and you'll get those, and it's raining again, great. And I'll explain the eternal crystals in a little bit here. This is the 3rd time I've had to shut off the weather. I forgot to show this, so I had to re-record another clip for this, but I never did show the obelisk itself. So this is what it looks like when you place it down. Now, if you just right-click it normally, it says you need to hold 6 amber gems to set your spawn point. There's totally a typo in there. So basically, I have 6 amber gems in my inventory, so I'm just going to, right-click it. It said my spawn point is set. I just mashed a little bit too quick. So I guess I'm just gonna go try and find a way to kill myself, I suppose. Even though I think that this area like is my respawn point, just gotta find. You know what? I'm going to. You know what? No, I'm just gonna do /kill. I'm gonna go out over by the sea, where all this ice is apparently. Go over here and just do kill. And I'll respawn back at the obelisk right here. So yeah, that's basically how it works. It's pretty neat. The next thing we have right here is another kind of lantern. It is called a bulb lantern. And to make that, you're going to need a chain, an iron ingot, and a glowing bulb, and you will get the bulb lantern. Now, I'm pretty sure that there are some glowing bulb plants within certain biomes in the end that you can find this glowing bulb from. It makes sense if it's supposed to be a plant of some kind. And then you can take that bulb lantern and give it any kind of dye, and you'll get that respective colored lantern. However, it won't give like a different... Excuse me, what the hell are you doing in my mod showcase? Wow, this hammer is strong. That's another thing I didn't mention, is that the hammers actually do a lot more damages than the sword. As I was saying, if you color a lantern, it unfortunately doesn't give off like a different kind of glow. It just gives off a normal glow that a bulb lantern does. Okay, that was a lot, but that's all the crafting recipes, but there's still one more thing I want to show you before we go check out the new biomes in the end, along with something else you'll see behind that sand wall there. Alrighty, so I went ahead and grabbed a pedestal and an infusion pedestal just out of the chest. I grabbed this one out of my creative inventory, and I want to show you how to actually use this thing. So first thing first, you want to hit F3 and make sure that you are facing north. Like, make sure you know which way is north. This is actually really important. You want to place down the infusion pedestal in the center. Now you want to go 1, 2, 3 blocks away and place a pedestal in all 4 compass directions like this right here. So again, 1, 2, 3, place down the pedestal, 1, 2, 3, place down the pedestal right there. Now, you want to try and find the center as you can, so that would basically go 2 blocks away and 2 blocks out and 1 block in from each respective pedestal, and you want to place it there. See, it's about center. Basically, you're going to create a circle of normal pedestals around the infusion pedestal, as you can see right here. So we're just placing those, and you basically have a pedestal ritual kind of thing. This is how you can get some other items that are within this mod, and I'll show you those right now. Alrighty, sorry, I just got interrupted there. These are some of the few things that you can actually enchant in the pedestal within this mod. As you can see, there's another set of armor. I'll explain that in a minute. But this right here is called Runed Flavolite. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna place 4 crystal shards on the compass direction pedals right here, basically, and 1 polished flavolite in the center, and you will get the Runed Flavolite right here. Now, I'll show you the animation in a second, but the way that they're placed is actually very important. You want to place the top one, and you want to make sure that it's facing north, because if I look up the Runed Flavolite right here, as you can see, it mentions north in the compass right here. It also mentions time, which I'm pretty sure it has to be like at least during like the morning or something, or around that time period or something. But yeah, basically, where you see the respective material for this infusion ritual is where you want to place them down. So yeah, that is Runed Flageolet right there. Next thing you can enchant is an enchanted petal, which for that you're going to need a hydraulics petal, which can also be located within the end off certain plants, surrounding it with crystal shards on the compass directions, and you will get the enchanted petal. Now this right here is that eternal crystal that I was talking to you about. You have to get this from enchanting it. So I'm actually going to take all these and show you what it's like. I'm going to turn off the rain and tell you what that's all like. So what you want to do is you want to place the items within the pedestals right here. And as you can see, they just start floating right there. And you want to put everything in. So like I said, the crystal shards are in all 4 of the compass directions, and the ender shards are in the diagonal directions from them. And then last, we want to place the end crystal, and look at that animation right there. That's so cool. So it basically infuses it with all the materials, and after, I guess it kind of takes a while since there's like 8 items right here, but basically you will make another eternal crystal right there. It's really cool. I really like it. Now, the other thing you can enchant is a new set of armor, and there's actually some more, but I'll explain those in a minute. This is the Crystallite armor right here, which is a little bit stronger than the Aeternium armor, I believe. Or maybe it's the same. I didn't actually test these. But basically, as you can see, this is where you want to put the crystal shards, and where you want to put the amber gems. So, as you can see, the amber gems are actually important in a lot of things. And yeah, you will get the respective armor right there. So in total, to get the Crystallite helmet, you need all determinate armor, 11 crystal shards, and 4 amber gems. And make sure that the amber gems are always in the north facing one. And yeah, there you go, new set of armor. But that's not all that you can do with the infusion pedestal. I looked it up right here, and I right click, and as you can see, you can make enchanted books with the infusion pedestal. I'm not actually going to go through all of them because like it would just take way too long. So I'd recommend that you get the End for Dummies, which I should mention also requires the Patchouli mod in order to be able to read it. But yeah, you can also make enchanted books with this of a lot of various things. Now it's just level 1 what am I trying to say? Level 1 enchantments, but the fact that you can still craft enchantments is just amazing, really. So yeah, that's the infusion pedestal in a nutshell, basically. Alrighty, now we're moving on to the very last thing in this mod before actually checking out the biomes. Now, I had this sand wall to not spoil what was behind it while I was reviewing all the woods and such, but we're going to flip it and reveal this. Look at that. So this right here is it's actually a portal, believe it or not. Basically, this is what is called Eternal Runed Flageolet, which I don't actually know how to locate, but you basically want to go 3 on the bottom, and you want to make a circle out of it, all the walls having 3, and a block in between like that. And then just like with the infusion pedestal, you want to place these pedestals a specific block away. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 6th block, place down the pedestal, and then there's also sides along with it as well. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away, and then 2 blocks towards the portal, basically, and place down other eternal pedestals. I couldn't remember the name for some reason. But yeah, once you have all those in, it's not good enough. In order to activate it, you need these eternal crystals, 6 of them in total. So you put them on these pedestals right here, if they're in the correct position, and you will activate the portal. So with that is basically all of the complicated stuff in this mod, the ritual, the crafting recipes, new blocks, and the portal, basically. So without further ado, let's head in and check out the gorgeous looking end. Like, seriously, I was just blown away when I first saw it. Wow, portals seem to kind of hate me because when I try to go through that portal that I just activated back in the other world, it just wouldn't let me. And I even tried creating an end portal and I could not go to the end. So I had to start a completely new world just to show you the end. So upon arriving for the first time with this mod installed, as you can see, please, as you can see, you get this beautiful looking sky as part of the better end mod. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, it looks so much better even without shaders. Like, it's kind of ironic, really. But yeah, you get this gorgeous looking sky. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go take out that dragon. Also, this right here is Flavelet. The dragon has fallen, and now the portal's opened up to where the true better end happens. Also, with shaders on, look at this. This is just sad. Like, this is what the sky looks like when you have shaders on, even if you do have the better end. It just looks that much worse. But we're gonna head in and show you what what the true better end looks like. Look at this. As I said, there are a lot of biomes within this mod. I actually have them all written down here. So we will go in here. As you can see, we are in what is called the Blossoming Spires. And as you can see, you can hear like some nature music. It's actually kind of cool. But yeah, within this mod are, I have them all written down like I said, the Amberland, Blossoming Spires, the Chorus Forest, the Crystal Mountains, like I mentioned earlier, Dust Wasteland, Foggy Wasteland, Ice Starfield, Mega Lake, as well as the Mega Lake Grove, the Painted Mountains, the Shadow Forest, the Sulphur Springs, and the Umbrella Jungle. Yeah, it's a lot within this mod. Let's see if I can actually locate more biomes than just this. That one over there. This is, apparently I got that book as well. As you can see, install Patch Chewy to read this book. This is, I believe, the Umbrella Jungle? Foggy Mushroom Land, that's what it is. But yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. Even with shaders, it just makes it that much more pretty. Like, look at this. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so I was grabbing all the spawn eggs to show you guys the mobs, and I actually found a structure, which is actually the same structure that you can make a portal out of it. So you just need to get the Eternal Ruined Flavelet somehow. There's actually no crafting recipe for it, and put them all together and you can make a portal back home. So you can basically have a portal to these beautiful looking biomes instead of just having to go to the end every single time in the stronghold. And now we move on to the mobs that are in this mod. First thing we have right here is a dragonfly. Now these guys just kind of float around within biomes of this mod. I feel like they're kind of similar to dragonflies in, I believe it was Outer End, kind of. And yeah, they just float around. I think they're attracted to flowers and they look cool as well. I like how they glow. It's awesome. But when you kill them, they unfortunately do not drop anything, just a bit of experience. So yeah, dragonfly. The next thing we have right here is the end fish. And as you can see, you can get at lots of different colors of end fish. But as you can see, they just look like normal fish that are in this mod. I don't know if they give you a, oh no, it's just bubbles. Yeah, they're just here in this mod and they act as a good food source because when you kill them, you will get raw end fish, which you can cook and eat for yourself. I don't know why you would want to because these are freaking gorgeous here. But yeah. End fish. How convenient. One of them came here. This is the end slime, our next mob right here. These guys just act like normal slime within this, within the end dimensions and whatnot. I don't think they give you a status effect or something, but yeah, they're pretty much just slimes that are in the end, and when you kill them, they'll break up, and you can get slime balls out of them. As you can see right there. Actually, these are slime balls. But yeah, end slime. Didn't even need the egg for it. Now the next mob we have right here is the Shadow Walker. Now these guys are pretty much hostile on sight, but they are rather slow and are like zombies kind of. But when they do hit you, they will give you a blindness effect. For some reason though, that blindness effect just doesn't seem to be working. I don't get why it just doesn't work. Like in the overworld, even in the end dimensions, it just doesn't work. So as you can see, they just kind of act like zombies and don't drop anything except experience when you kill them. So yeah, Shadow Walkers. The next thing we have right here is the Cuboza, which I actually don't know where they spawn, but they're just looks like little jellyfish. They just bounce around. Of course, they spawn here in the end, and yeah, I don't know if they really do much. I don't know if they're hostile, so we're just going to Switch my game mode, see if they're... Oh, wait, what? Okay, I did not mean to switch over to spectator there. But yeah, when you kill them, you will get what's called gelatin, which I actually don't know. I think it goes towards like jelly or something like that. Yeah, you can make jelly out of it, which I think is just to restore your health. So, yeah. There's also what's called a shadow berry, which I feel like is meant to be dropped by the Shadow Walker, just didn't drop it. So let's see, are they hot still? Oh, they are, and they give you poison. Ouch. No, die. So yeah, that's the Cuboza. I already forgot the name. All right, and the last mob that we have right here.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up,
man? About us.
What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation. I want to come see this pretty place. He's coming to visit us. Yeah.
What, is this your cousin or something?
Yeah, this is Endermite.
Oh my god, you're just as annoying as him, aren't you?
What is that in your hand?
Alright.
What is that?
You know what?
Say that about
you have very little health, don't you?
Yeah. Ow! Wait, what's going on? Endermite?
What?
Hey, did you kill him?
There you are. Hey, I see you.
Did you kill him?
You know what? You can also get smashed. Freaking silverfish. As I was saying, the last mob that we have right here is the silk moth. Now, these guys, I actually saw them over in the blossoming spires over there. And these guys, they just are kind of like the dragonflies. They'll just float around, minding their own business, being kind of cute. But if you are a jerk and kill them, you'll get what's called silk fiber, which, as you can see, it can only be turned into string. That's really its only purpose, that if you get 3 of them, you can turn them into 6 strings. So if you need a lot of like bows or wool or whatever, they're helpful that way. Definitely a lot better than hunting spiders, that's for sure. And I managed to find a mega lake right here. But that is basically the better end mod. Sorry, again, it took me a while to do this mod. It's just that, like I said, this mod is huge and I was just trying to find time for it. If I haven't already, I'll put your comment on screen to this person who suggested this mod to me. So thank you for suggesting it to me. And yeah, if you guys like the commentary and are new to the channel, make sure you stab that like button and that subscribe button so you know when I post a new mod review in the future. Also, be sure to check out the description below, from things like my Facebook to my Twitter and even my TikTok even. I'm still trying to get in the habit of posting all those. Also, check out my Twitch. I kind of am trying to stream like every week or something. Also, check out the mod in the description below as well. It's very beautiful. If you can get around the complex factors, it is a really, really cool mod. And while you're at it, if you have a mod that you'd like me to review in the future, definitely let me know in the comments below as well. I will always take your guys' suggestions. But that's all I really wanted to say. My name is Luke, and say it with me. Stay strong and feel the power. See ya! These are painted mountains.